In Anaheim, Team Carbon rebounded from an early loss to go on one of the greatest runs in MLG history. Round after round, Team Carbon won in breathtaking fashion. However, their miraculous run came to a screeching halt when they faced undefeated Final Boss in the championship match.
I don't hear you, Gandhi!
For 3 straight games, the veterans of Final Boss exhibited their own clutch timing,
Oh, sick!
sweeping the series and claiming their 3rd consecutive MLG regular season tournament title. The Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit rolls on. Can Final Boss continue their reign atop the MLG? Or is Team Carbon finally ready to knock them off? And what about the rest of the league? With the playoffs only 2 weeks away, it's time to find out who else, if anybody, is for real. Plus, Walshy ain't the only reason Final Boss is #1. We spend time with the most dominant killing tandem on the MLG circuit.
Show me the way. Only the strongest will survive. Lead me to heaven when we die. I am a shadow on the wall. I'll be the one to save us all.
It's official, the MLG Pro Circuit has rolled into town. As teams get ready to battle inside, outside, fans are tailgating and piling up in lines, waiting to watch the greatest professional gamers on the planet. What is up? Welcome to the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit. I'm Penn Holderness. We're at week 4 in Chicago, and one thing we're learning in the MLG is that any team can beat any other team on any given day. Sort of. Actually, there's one team that's still completely unbeatable. Taking a look at the standings right now, Final Boss is a perfect 3 for 3. They've won each of the first 3 tournaments, and they have the max 6,000 points. Now, right behind them, getting kind of cozy at 2 and 3, you see Carbon nipping at Straight Rippin's heels. Straight Rippin with 4,600, Carbon with 4,400. Rounding out the top 5, we've got Exit Wounds and EX, followed by Storm Ventures. So what does all that mean for the big tournament here in Chicago? Well, let's send it down to our MLG guru, Sundance DiGiovanni.
Thanks, Penn. Of course, coming into this season, we all knew that Final Boss was going to be really tough to beat. And you know what? They have not disappointed in the slightest. They haven't even lost a game in a finals match. So we wanted to know from all the top players out there, what exactly is it going to take to beat Final Boss?
Well, the key to beating Final Boss is something of a mystery so far.
Oh, she's so sick.
They just know each other so well.
Flags up on our...
If one goes one way, the other one knows like to go another way. And there's no doubt that they're the best team.
They're really good at controlling and watching the match.
One shot in green, one shot in green.
When they get set up, they are almost impossible to beat. So we figure if we can just put a pressure on them so they don't get set up,
Come on, guys, let's do it.
we can beat them.
What we want to do is take Ogre 1 out of the picture.
Come on up, baby.
We think he is the key to their success.
Yeah! Sit down, T2.
To beat Final Boss, we're definitely gonna make sure Gani gets in their heads.
Real smart, Walsh. Charge randomly. It's cool, man. I like kills.
All 4 of us really need to be on fire. We need to all be communicating well. We all need to be focused.
Step it up. We can win this.
If we beat Final Boss, oh man, just to dethrone him, just to take their crown, it's gonna be the greatest feeling.
Bottom line is everyone seems to have their own theories on how to beat Final Boss. But until a team comes along with the skill, teamwork, and chemistry to actually do it, we're not going to know. I mean, the only thing that seems to be out there that could work against them is their overconfidence. I've heard some rumors about them not preparing as much, not practicing as much, not being online as much as they normally are leading into a tournament. So if and when they finally do lose, you know, they may actually have nobody to blame but themselves. Just have to wait and see. Penn?
Will Chicago be the site where someone finally knocks them out? Well, before finding out what happens, let's break down how the MLG Pro Circuit works. Every tournament is double elimination, so you lose once, you fall from the winner's bracket down to the loser's bracket. You lose twice, well, you go home. At the end of each tournament, teams receive points according to how they place. Then at the end of the season, all the points are tallied up, and that will determine the all-important seeding for the playoffs in New York City. After the playoffs, only 8 teams will head west to Las Vegas to fight for the right to be called MLG National Champion. With the playoffs looming, the competition and pressure to perform.
I hate myself.
Was more intense than seen all season. Wow! Despite all the talk, no lower-seeded team had ever walked the walk and defeated a top 3 team this season. However, all that changed in the 3rd round as 7th-ranked Shook One Gaming defeated Straight Rippin' 3 games to 2 in the best-of-5 series.
All right, move out of my way. I'm trying to walk.
This means I've been waiting for this for so long, and it finally happened. About time. Yes!
Later in the same round, 6th seed Storm Ventures was unfazed by Gandhi.
You suck. You can't even kill me when I'm not shooting back.
They upset Carbon 3 games to 2. The 2 teams then met in round 4. Despite both teams entering on a roll, Storm Ventures' momentum proved to be too much as they defeated Shook One Gaming 3 games to 1. The win pushed Storm Ventures to the winner's bracket finals, where they faced the only top team that didn't stumble, Final Boss. And in the winner's bracket, Final Boss cruised
La 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 la.
to a 3-1 victory, placing them in their 4th straight championship match. Storm Ventures isn't dead yet, and neither is Carbon. After the break, they battle to see who will face Final Boss. Keep it locked.
The Boost Mobile Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. Powered by Xbox.
Welcome back to the largest professional gaming event in the world, the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit, coming at you from Chicago, Illinois. And if you think video games are just for guys, a new wave of gamers may make you think twice.
People get very surprised when I play video games.
Some of the girls made a name for themselves for being like good players.
My name is Megan Eichmar. My gamer tag is Foxy, and I play on the team Girls Not Game.
My name is Bonnie Burton. I'm also known as Xena, and I was the first girl here at MLG.
Xena is like the entrepreneur of girl gaming.
She was the one who started it off.
What I'm trying to do is just break the stereotype of the girl gamer. Let's go! People can obviously see that I'm a girl. I like just being called a gamer.
Walking into a venue being one of a few girl gamers when it seems like millions of guys, it's intense.
I think people will be surprised to find out how many girls are actually good.
What's right next to you, Megan? I've been beaten by them for sure. Free-for-alls everywhere.
It's a lot of fun to beat guys, I have to admit.
Every guy has a different reaction. We've had guys throw their controllers, but no guy will ever talk trash to our face.
And they will never, ever admit that some of us are actually better than them.
Now there's just a ton more girl gamers, so it's really good. It's really progressing.
I'm a great player.
Without a doubt, these ladies are causing quite a stir on the MLG circuit, and don't be surprised if you see several all-girl teams climbing the MLG rankings in the near future. All right, turning our attention back to the Chicago tournament. Following Storm Ventures' loss to Final Boss in the winner's bracket finals, they were sent to the loser's bracket finals, where they would face Team Carbon. Now, after losing to Storm Ventures earlier in the tournament, Carbon was down 2 games to 3 in the extended series and entered the loser's bracket finals looking for a little redemption. Booyah!
Dang. So easy. You freaking suck.
After an hour of intense battling, the 2 teams had each won 2 games. Storm Ventures was 1 win away from going to the championship match, and Carbon was 1 loss away from going home. Game 5 had everyone on the edge of their seats. Storm Ventures started the game determined to win by controlling the overshield and the sniper rifle.
Nice.
They built a 41-28 lead. And Carbon's tournament looked to be over.
That's right, they're all on their base.
But the young team did not give up.
They're still in this, guys. Let's do this.
Kill after kill, they clawed their way back into the match.
2 down! 2 down!
With Storm Ventures needing only one more kill to win the game, Gandhi won a BR battle against Rambi. And Shockwave rocketed Legit to give Carbon the win, sending the crowd into a frenzy and the series into a final game. Carbon had momentum, but both teams had high hopes of winning the final game. From the start,
I got sword. Let's go.
Storm Ventures took control of the power webs and locked down the middle of the map. Midway through the game, Storm Ventures had opened up a huge lead.
Got him! Nice.
But just like last game, Carbon came storming back.
Give it up, guys!
Gandhi caught fire. And Strong Side unleashed a killing spree with the sword. At the very end, Carbon took over the middle of the map, and it looked like another miraculous comeback. But Strong Side, out of ammo, got caught with a pistol, and Rambi finished him off. The mistake cost Carbon as they were upset by the 6th-ranked Storm Ventures in one of the most exciting matches of the year.
We had a lot of momentum coming into this tourney, but last game we made a mistake that cost us the game, but we're going to go work on what we need to do and then come back next week and win.
With Carbon out of the tournament, all eyes were on the lesser-known team from California, Storm Ventures. Starting the season ranked 18th, Storm Ventures has exceeded everyone's expectations and risen to the number 6 spot.
The key to our success this season has been our chemistry.
S1, one shot. Wrap ball.
Our chemistry's been growing so much, and we're getting more and more solid every tournament.
With 2 of the best individual players in the tour, Nated and Legit, Rambi, a focused leader, and the great support of Poon, Storm Ventures has found a winning formula, and they're loving every minute of it.
We've been wanting to be up there with the elite teams, and we're making it up top, and it feels good to finally get more respect from the community. We've been a part of it for 2 years now, so it's pretty cool.
After losing in the winners bracket finals,
1, 2, 3, prime!
Storm Ventures enters the championship match down 3 games to 1, but they're ready for another shot at the best team in the world, Final Boss.
It's Final Boss versus Storm Ventures. Lock it up.
Hey, the MLG's free-for-all champion for the Chicago tournament, no surprise, it's Karma. The win extends his record of consecutive free-for-all championships to 4. To check out more free-for-all action or to see how you can take part in an MLG event, go to mlgpro.com. Welcome back to the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit. This is the Week 4 championship match between Final Boss and Storm Ventures. Final Boss leads the series 4 games to 2, and the fans are taking in something they've yet to see this season. Final Boss has just dropped their first game in a championship match. Sundance, what happened those first 2 games?
Well, in the first game of the championship match, Final Boss was at their best.
Yeah, let's do it. Keep it up.
Ogre 1 sniped for a killing spree.
Whoa!
Walshy got one with a beatdown. And Ogre 2 unleashed his own terror with rockets and the sniper rifle. And in the end, Final Boss easily took the first game. But in the second game, Legit was super clutch. In sudden death overtime, he took out both Ogres for the double kill, grabbed the flag, and went in for the final score. That huge play gave Storm Ventures the win, and Final Boss their first loss in a championship match.
And if you want to check out Final Boss's first loss, you can always go to Video on Demand. It's on mlgpro.com. Right now on the main stage, it's Final Boss. They're 2 wins away from their 4th consecutive championship. Check out the lineups for Game 3 as these guys start warming up on the main stage. Some familiar faces, of course, from the red team.
We know these guys pretty well by now. So again, the thing to look for with this team is communication, strategy, and team shooting. Let's look for team shooting here where these guys are finishing off each other's kills, lots of assists. they're just phenomenal.
And the blue team, that's the new kids on the block, Storm Ventures, and I mean literally the new kids, between 16 and 17 years old.
Comers right here. These are guys to look out for. Watch Legit and Nated. Watch for them to pull out some amazing plays, tremendous talents, great leadership from Ramby, and Poon's a terrific support player.
Game 7 of the championship match is Team Slayer on Lockout. The objective of Team Slayer, well, it's to kill. First team to reach 50 gets the win. The map Lockout is a multi-level network of floating platforms, rooms, and bridges featuring 2 power weapons, the sniper rifle, located at the top of the sniper tower, and the sword, which is down underneath the library. The best place to be is the battle rifle tower. It provides the most cover, and the team that controls the sniper rifle is going to have a huge advantage in this one. In this match, final boss is the red team, Storm Ventures, they're blue. And we start out on board with Ogre 1, spawns on BR tower, headed to top BR. Good place to take shots across the map. Don't know if he has the right weapon for it.
Well, he's not working with a sniper rifle, but again, he's putting shots into the Storm Ventures players, getting double kill right there. So put shots into the Storm Venture players, letting his other teammates finish off those kills. That's the goal right here for him as he locks it down, as Walshy moves over with that sniper rifle.
Guess you don't need a sniper rifle
if you're an ogre, you don't, exactly.
Final boss with a 3-2 early lead here. Shots on Legit from across the map.
Again, setup is key here. Final boss looking to execute BR setup from map control so they can put shots in the Storm Venture players as they move through the middle of the map.
Nice pick off there by Ogre 1. 5-3, now 5-4. Final boss still with the lead. And a beatdown takes him off the map there.
And now the big thing to look at right there is that the sword just went off the map with him. Storm Ventures now has no power weapons. They've got to wait for it to respawn. This could be a big advantage for Final Boss.
On board with Ogre 2, you saw him pick off Nated there. Up against Ramby. Ogre 2 helping Final Boss try to lock down that tower. Good looking beatdown by Ogre 2. He gets knocked out, but 9 kills for Final Boss. The Ogres have 8 of them early.
Now the Ogres are definitely doing their job, and their job is to slay.
Back with Ogre 2, respawn under glass.
Not strong enough, Ramby.
He's already talking smack to Ramby after the beatdown.
Nice play there again. They're controlling BR tower. Map control is key here, trying to get a hold on that tower so they can push to a lead.
Working alongside Saiyan now, Final Boss, 4-kill lead, 13-9. Engaging Ramby here, missed a shot there, but nice recovery, 15-10 now.
You just heard him call out now. They are doing a great job of finishing each other's kills. Look at that communication. Final Boss is amazing. The Ogre's doing a great job at slaying here. Look at these 10 kills spread out across the map, all defending the BR tower because, again, they are locking down the map, trying to get control so that when Storm Ventures makes a run, they can pick them off. And so far, the Ogre's doing a tremendous job.
Let's climb on board now and listen up to Ramby, the Storm Ventures team captain.
Spawn so far away.
You heard him say spawn far away, so he's headed into the action now.
He seems to be in a flanking position, though, so now he's going to be able to put shots in Walshy while Walshy's focusing on somebody else. Double kill. This could work out for them. They might get control of the tower here.
Look at that, 3 down for Final Boss, so the faraway spawn turns out to be a blessing in disguise
for him. Ramby able to come in and help his teammates out, finish off kills, and add the element of surprise.
More importantly, look at the score. Storm Ventures stays within reach, and Final Boss's lock on that tower, it's gone.
And now you see Ramby, he's moved on to sniper tower, waiting for the sniper rifle to respawn, trying to hold that position. Oh, that's the wrong weapon for a long-range battle. You don't want to have the shotgun out there.
17 apiece, Ramby jumps right into a crew of Final Boss players, but a killing spree for him, and we're tied at 17. Let's climb on board now with Nated.
We see Nated now has taken his position on the sniper tower, waiting for that rifle to respawn. There he is, he's got it. He's making a run into the library. Let's see if Storm Ventures can set up and maybe go on a run here.
And Nated makes an easy run across to the tower. He's got the sniper, he's got the position. And Storm Ventures is tied now at 18.
I know.
Now look for Final Boss to make a push to try and get that sniper rifle out of his hands. Remember, 1 headshot right there is a kill, 2 to the body is going to be a kill. So Final Boss needs to take that weapon out of Storm Ventures' hand.
Why is the sniper rifle so important, particularly on this map?
Well, this map is a wide open map, and it's the only weapon that affords the opportunity for a one-shot kill at long range. Again, 2 to the body is a kill, 1 headshot, that's an immediate kill. So you have to try and make
There's
it
a snipe, there's 2 assists by Nated. All of a sudden, Stormventures, a 2-kill lead in this one.
Exactly, you see Final Boss being aggressive, trying to get that weapon back, trying to take over BR Tower, because they understand the importance of that weapon, and it's led to them being down a few kills here. This is what Stormventures needed. They need to go on a run with that weapon.
No one from Final Boss seems to be charging him too. Is this because he's putting so many shots on him?
Well, he's putting shots on him. His teammates are finishing off kills and pushing people back. So they're trying to play a little bit conservative while at the same time trying to rush out and get him to maybe empty that clip without getting any kills.
S3 sniper.
Nated gets a headshot on Ogre 1 there. Stormventures up 24 now to 21. And strategically, they're in a good spot as well.
Yeah, we've been watching Nated move on the back of the BR tower and take shots, but the important thing is to look at his teammates. They're set up to protect any of the access points that Final Boss might take to try and get to Nated and take that sniper rifle away.
Nated, known for his slaying ability. This will be a test of that. He's down to 1 shot now on his sniper rifle, so he's got to make this one count. Picking away.
Oh, that was a sweep shot right there.
What was?
You didn't even say it was so fast.
Come on.
Nated just ridiculous skill on that shot.
He just got him there?
Yeah, that was a headshot. You got to pay attention, Ben. It happens quickly.
It was tough to see, and now Stormventures with a 5-kill lead. Nated drops down.
Trades the sniper for the sword, so now sniper's on respawn. They're going to have to keep track of that, try and get it on the next respawn.
Where's my cover?
He's got the sword now, though, and he takes out Walshy there, 27-23.
Being a little aggressive here, a little overly aggressive for Nated. He had a power weapon, no reason to rush.
All right, back to the snipe on Ogre 1. I want to see this again.
Okay, what he's going to do right here is going to line the reticle up with his head, drag it to the right, and get the headshot on the sweep. That's just sick. That's high skill, hard to pull off. Sword, Walshy, that's his killing spree. Good job for Nated, even though he lost that sword when he rushed over there.
Meanwhile, Walshy, Final Boss's team captain, the superstar, has 1 kill of Final Boss's 30 to this point. Let's jump on board with him.
He's definitely not having one of his better games right here. He is, putting shots into Stormventure players. He's just not finishing kills, and he seems to be getting picked on a little bit.
Another aggressive charge here, and doesn't work out for him. Walshy's down again.
Yeah. Walshy's getting frustrated. He seems to be pressing a little bit.
On the respawn, you see Ogre 2 with 14 kills, Walshy with only 1. And Stormventures now building a 4-point lead. And the one-on-one, he can't take that either.
You rarely see Walshy lose a close-range battle like that.
All 4 were dead there for a bit for Final Boss. Stormventures strategically still taking advantage. They're up by 3 now, and Walshy's still looking to make something happen here, while 13 kills gives Stormventures this game at this point.
Walshy dropping grenades in the library, trying to finish off kills for his teammates. Not getting easy kills without exposing yourself. Not working out for him right now.
Does this tend to happen when you're not having a good game? You push it a little bit?
It's hard not to press sometimes. In a team slayer game, things escalate quickly. You got to stay in there. A rough jump for Walshy right there, trying to escape, ran into a wall. He's having a bad day at the office, man.
You heard him. He's frustrated.
He's frustrated.
And let's climb on board with Nated. Stormventures 10 kills away from locking up this game. And if you know Nated, you know he's on the move, headed back toward the tower. He's got a shotgun.
S1,
a little bit of weight there to get his shields to recharge. Back on the move, looking for Ogre 1. Oh, there he is, and he shotguns him, kills Ogre 1, and gets the sniper, and now all of a sudden it's 44-38.
Huge play there, taking the sniper rifle out of Ogre 1's hands. Final Boss's chance to come back, maybe been snuffed out there by Nated.
He had 2 quick kills with the sniper rifle there. The California kid, the 16-year-old, showing he can show up on the main stage.
He just swapped out that sniper rifle for the shotgun, so it's going to be on respawn now. Huge play again.
45-41 now. Stormventures can taste it.
Stay here. Don't charge me.
Things slowing down a bit now, but throwing grenades across the map. Oh, he just stuck Walshy on the shoulder with a plasma grenade.
This is the thing about Nated. You may say that he rushes in, he's over-aggressive, but you pull off plays like this against Captain Clutch, you can do that if you want to on my team. That was sweet.
You heard the reaction. Not easy to have that kind of accuracy from across the map. 46-42 now, back on board with Nated.
Stormventures guarding the sniper tower here. They know it's going to come back up, and it's the one thing that could get Final Boss back in this match is a sniper rifle in an Ogre's hand, so they're going to guard it with their lives.
46-43 now, 47-43, 3 kills away. Nated goes down.
One shot.
Can Final Boss take advantage? We climb on board with Ogre 1. They're down 2.
Now watch this. Watch where Ogre 1's going to go. Right over towards the sniper tower, of course, because he knows he gets that rifle. Could make a huge swing for them here.
Beats down Poon, it's 46-48. Another beat down, 47-48. Storm Ventures, they need to get some kills here. Final Boss can make the comeback. 49 now.
Nice run.
Ogre 1 looking for one more kill.
Top spot. Walk way.
Sees naded across. Oh, he's blindsided by Legit. That's your ball game. They get that crucial number 50. Storm Ventures has turned this championship match into a real nail biter.
Losing again. Wow.
So the series score is 4-3. You see Walshy's mom trying to give him some support, but Walshy a tough game in this one. What happened in the final play?
Well, right here, of course, you see Ogre 1 going huge with that double kill, keeping his team into it, but then Legit here pops up out of nowhere and ends it. Terrific game for Storm Ventures. Everything seemed to go their way. They got to feel good about it and their chances going into this next match. Now look at that, 18 kills and 7 deaths from Ogre 1. I'm sorry, that's a phenomenal performance. And Naded, not too bad himself there, 16 kills, 5 assists, and 12 deaths.
The Ogre twins combined for 33 kills. Walshy only 3.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it's surprising to see Final Boss lose to a 6 seed in the championship match, but it's really surprising to see their team captain not come up in a Team Slayer game like that. He's got to turn it on if they want to have a shot at winning this. He really does.
The play of the game, Naded did it. It was pretty sweet.
I just love sweeping snipe shots like this. I can't do them that often, but when I do, I tend to stand up and drop my controller and walk away, so that's why I love to see him.
For the 4th straight tournament, Final Boss destroyed the field on their way to the championship match. But the real story of this tournament has been Storm Ventures, who continue their rapid ascent up the MLG ladder.
Come on, guys, keep it up.
After shocking Team Carbon in round 3, Storm Ventures proved the victory was not a fluke. Knocked off Carbon yet again in the losers bracket finals. Now they are in the championship, attempting what many would deem the greatest upset in MLG history. Can Storm Ventures' Cinderella story continue? Or can Final Boss put an end to Storm Ventures' magical run? Final Boss, Storm Ventures, the MLG Pro Circuit Week 4 Championship continues. And welcome back to the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit. Storm Ventures, fresh off their Game 3 victory, now just 1 game away from tying up top-seeded Final Boss. I'm Penn Holderness, and joining me is our gaming guru, Sundance DiGiovanni, and Sundance is the team's warm-up for the pivotal Game 8. Are you surprised Storm Ventures is giving Final Boss such a challenge?
I'd have to say I'm a little shocked, actually. I mean, at the beginning of this season, if you had asked me who could dethrone Final Boss, I would have gone with either Straight Rippin' or Carbon. But Storm Ventures definitely proving that they deserve a shot here. They're playing really well.
And what makes this even more surprising is the fact that last week in Anaheim, Storm Ventures, who had earlier exceeded everyone's expectations in week 1 and 2, they dropped to 16th place at the Anaheim tournament. Earlier on, we asked Ramby about that disappointing performance and how to bounce back from it.
In Anaheim, we placed poorly, and we wanted to prove to everybody that that's not where we were supposed to be at. And we had a lot of determination to make it back up top.
You know, Sundance, a lot of people have said this league is a 3-team race. Straight Rippin', Carbon, and Final Boss. But boy, Storm Ventures trying to disprove that theory. They're right in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that was one of the knocks on the top levels. That's impossible to break into that top 3. But now you see these guys, Storm Ventures doing really well, Shook One Gaming, and don't forget about Exit Wounds. Going into the playoffs and get ready for the championship, I'd look for some of these teams to make some noise.
As for Final Boss, each week we talk about Walshy and how dominant he is, but if you ask around the league, many believe the real reason for Final Boss's success, these guys, the Ogre twins. The 20-year-old pair from Pickerington, Ohio, have been dominating the MLG for 3 years now, and as the wins pile up, so too grows the Ogre legend. We sat down with the duo to uncover the mystery behind their success. Ogre 1, Ogre 2, collectively known as the Ogres. 19-year-old identical twins from Ohio who are individually 2 of the best Halo 2 players in the world, but teamed together, they are unstoppable, which suggests their ability to communicate might be superhuman.
Honestly, I think we do communicate better with each other than with other people, but I don't think it has anything to do with ESP or anything like that. I think it's just because we grew up together. We've done pretty much everything together. We know each other better than anyone else. Halo is like speed chess, basically. In a normal game of chess, you get time to think about your moves and stuff, but in Halo, it's like certain situations you gotta just know what to do or else you're gonna die, because you gotta think quicker than the guy on the other team. Best part about having my brother on my team is just that I can always rely on him. It's like a confidence thing. I trust him, so I know he'll be clutch when he needs to be.
Hey, speaking of clutch, the Ogres hate to lose. Their competitive spirit is always on display. Whether it's on the main stage with Final Boss, or running the foosball table, where they are rumored to have won 42 consecutive games.
We're both really competitive guys, I guess. We honestly try not to play against each other that much.
Yeah, it really is frustrating.
It's frustrating.
He always knows what I'm doing when we're playing.
Yeah.
And I'm always going to know what he's doing. So deep down inside, I guess I never really want to go against him because he's just as good at me at everything. So I'd rather just team up with him and
make it unfair for the other team.
The Ogres and Final Boss are facing their first real test of the season. Can they hold off the hard-charging Storm Ventures?
Nice.
Or will they be the final top team to fall? We'll find out after our break.
I'm Ogre 1 from Team Final Boss, and this is how you snipe. A good sniper can anticipate where their opponent is going to be and can get a quick kill. To start off, using your right joystick, line up the crosshair on an invisible straight line with where you anticipate your opponent's head will be. Then, using the left joystick, move back and forth. This is called strafing. When you see your opponent and the crosshair turns red, fire. Using your right joystick, line up the crosshair where you anticipate your opponent's head will be. Then, using the left joystick, strafe into your shot. When the crosshair turns red, fire. If you can get 4 kills with 1 round of the sniper rifle, then you know you're pro.
Next time on the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit, we head south to Orlando. Check your local listings.
And welcome back to the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit. We are here on the main stage getting ready for Game 6 of the Week 4 championship match. Final Boss leads 5-4 in the extended series after Final Boss won Game 4 and Storm Ventures took Game 5, so a split there. And Sundance, what happened in the last 2 games?
Well, in Game 4, the Ogre Twins were simply on fire.
Oh, get out of here!
They each finished with 31 kills and 20 assists as Final Boss eked one out against Storm Ventures. But in Game 5, Walshy's struggles continued as Storm Ventures capitalized on Final Boss's mistakes.
All right, so after splitting the last 2 games, going into Game 6, Sundance, which team has the edge now?
I'd have to say that Storm Ventures looks like they've got the momentum. They just had a really strong game. They seem to be playing well together. You know, it's going to be up to Final Boss to try and derail them here.
So Storm Ventures has the momentum, but remember they're playing against one of the best teams in the world. Final Boss has won 3 of 3 tournaments, but you mentioned earlier, there could be an issue with overconfidence, with complacency, since they haven't had a whole lot of challenges, especially in the championship matches. All of a sudden, they're being pushed to the wall without maybe their best effort of the season. Final Boss is weaker than them.
I think right now we're not seeing the best team in the world in Final Boss. We're not seeing them play as like a motivated team that's defending something that matters to them. And most importantly, Walshy's head just has not been in the game. We need to see him step it up. He's got to be Captain Clutch. He's got to come up with that amazing play.
So can Storm Ventures even the series and take the champs to a 7th tie-breaking game, or is Final Boss going to be sitting on top again? Let's find out and head over to Game 6 of the championship match. It is Team Slayer on the Sanctuary map. First team to reach 50 kills gets the win. Now this map features 3 power weapons, the sword, which spawns in the middle of the map, and 2 plasma pistols, which spawn on the bridges connected to the middle structure. 1 direct hit from a fully charged plasma pistol will drain your opponent's shields, giving you an easy 1-shot kill with your battle rifle. Look for teams to battle for control of the middle structure. The sword carrier will control the entrances in the 2nd level. Another team member will guard the bottom entrances, while the other team member will pick off opponents out in the open. We got Final Boss in red. We got Storm Ventures in blue. We got an important Team Slayer game which starts right now. And Ogre 1 spawns in the red base rocks, making an early move to the middle, as is just about everyone.
Exactly. Opening positioning here is going to be key. Everybody wants to get to that middle ring. It allows you to put shots on both sides of the map. Map control on Sanctuary is controlling the ring.
First kill of the game, Ogre 1, the bank shot. It's now 1 apiece, and you see him still putting shots in that middle ring.
So right now we've got Ogre 1 here on the outside while his teammates are inside the ring. So he's putting shots into people, trying to get into that ring, allowing his teammates to finish the kills that he doesn't necessarily get. This is Final Boss working incredibly well as a group right now.
Nice long distance pick off there by the Ogre. 5-3 now, Final Boss with the lead. Make it 6-3. Ogre 1 still picking him off and getting some assists as well.
He's hunting. He's just moving around looking for somebody to put shots into. He's basically got free reign.
On a red card. Help out, Tom.
Taking some fire, he drops down. Ramby takes him down, but the Ogre twins have locked down that part of the map they wanted.
Yep, you see here now, Final Boss again, opening strat, get into the ring. You've got Ogre 1 who hangs on the outside a little bit because he gets the rock spawn, but his other 3 teammates move inside so that they're able to patrol, keep that ring in lockdown while he's putting shots into people on both sides of the map. Great opening strat for Final Boss.
I don't know who that is. Someone one shot.
On board now with Nated on red bridge. Final Boss with a 1-point lead, now 2-point, but he's got the plasma pistol. He makes quick use of it with the combo. Plasma to battle rifle. And now a beatdown with the plasma rifle.
Good work by Nated right there. He just single-handedly helped his team get the ring back. Now he's got the plasma pistol, which again, you full charge shot takes down your shields, which allows for a single shot with the battle rifle to the head for a kill, or a melee to give you an instant kill.
He's listening to you. He uses it there. Nated taken out with the game tied up at 10.
He just got his team into position. Great job by Nated.
Climb on board now with Captain of Storm Ventures, Ramby, running the perimeter.
Now Ramby here being very smart. You hear him calling out strategy, but he didn't charge in there because he probably would have gotten double or triple teamed, and now he's got sword. Very smart play.
Look out with the sword. Bam! 1, 2 slashes. Storm Ventures got a 2-kill lead.
Ramby putting that power weapon to use. That's what you like to see from your captain.
Storm Ventures now with the advantage we saw Final Boss having earlier in the middle.
He's got teammates down, though. I don't know if he can hold it himself. You see right there, that's the thing about not executing the team shooting well. He was on his own to a certain extent right there. His other teammates were all down.
Climbing on board now with Ogre 1, positioned on blue carbine. Final Boss with a 16-15 lead.
Red courtyard.
Again, moving around, letting his shields recharge. Still putting in shots into people, though. Not afraid to get into a battle with no shields.
Cleans up Nated with no shields. A great escape there by Ogre 1.
Terrific escape by Ogre.
Red flag,
always aware, always knows his surroundings, knows where his teammates are, and where to go if he needs to run away.
Double team on Nated. Legit now double teamed. This teamwork is working out for Final Boss.
It's all about teamwork. That was a killing spree because he was putting shots into people along with his teammates. You don't have to do all the work alone. Great play right there. You see here is an example of the double team. You've got Nated focusing on Saiyan, Ogre's on the side. You've got Legit getting worked by both Ogre 1 and Walshy. It's hard to win a 1-on-2 battle.
It's called being triangulated.
It is.
It's what velociraptors do. Let's go on board with Legit now. Our first look at another one of the youngins from Storm Ventures.
Legit's a tremendous talent. He's a young kid, great upside to this guy. It's a lot of fun to watch him play when he's on a roll.
30-24, Final Boss with the lead. Storm Ventures needs to make something happen here. Nice kill there by Legit. They're now within 5.
Now, Legit's a tremendous individual player, known for his free-for-all ability. Great reaction times. You know, let's see how his teamwork comes together here. But
Ogre 1 misses the assassination tip. Legit makes him pay.
That's that reaction time I was talking about right there. This is just incredible reaction speed. Ogre misses, which you don't see a lot, but you got to give some credit to Legit. Great play right there. That's individual ability working in a team game.
And the BXR, more importantly, brings Storm Ventures closer in this quickest of 50 match, and now Legit's got a plasma pistol.
They're patrolling the ring again.
32-28 now. Storm Ventures with map control in the middle and the plasma pistol. A chance for some more combos. And there's one of them on Ogre 1.
Again, power weapon in Ogre's hand. That was an important kill.
Oh, little peekaboo with Ogre 2, one-on-one battle.
See, he laid back a little bit there. He didn't charge right in. It may have cost him something there. There was a plasma pistol down. He got taken out.
Yeah, and plus a one-on-one with Ogre 2. Generally speaking, 9 times out of 10.
That's a tough fight to win.
You're going to lose that battle. Let's climb on board with his twin Ogre 1 now. Final Boss leading 36-31. And he's chasing down Poon, and he cleans him up 37-32 now. And oh, look at this. On the respawn, Ogre 1 just takes Legit out.
Not where you want to spawn. In the crosshairs, one of the most dominant players in the league. There's just nothing Legit can do right there. He's taken care of immediately by Ogre 1.
Look at the scoreboard, 40-33 now. Final boss, 10 kills away from their 4th consecutive MLG championship. Ogre 1 on the outside, putting fire into some of the guys.
Again, he's pulling attention to himself. He's allowing his teammates to finish off kills that he starts. He's baiting himself, drawing that attention from Storm Ventures.
And you see the cleanup. 3 more kills now, 7 away. 6 now for Final Boss to win it all.
See, there you go again. Team shooting, double teaming. Final Boss doing a great job of communicating and finishing each other's kills and working together here.
45-36. Finally taken out by Ramby, but could this be an insurmountable lead with Final Boss at the helmet up by 10?
Not a position you want to find yourself in, honestly.
Let's climb on board with the captain. Walshy's at blue base. He's had a tough last couple of games, but is surging late in this one.
Yep, he's up there tied for the leading kills for his team, and more importantly, he's got his head in the game. He's contributing.
Put heavy shots on Legit there, then takes out Poon. Misses the sword,
Little mistake there. Sword got stolen from him.
Naden makes him pay for it, but 47-42. Walshy respawn. Oh, across the map, single shot takes out Poon. 2 kills away. Final Boss now up 48-42. Walshy hunting. And here comes Naden. He takes Walshy down again. Could he single-handedly keep Storm Ventures in it? It's 48-44 now. Walshy another respawn under blue base. His teammates pick up a kill. 1 away. He engages Ramby. That grenade is on target. That's number 50. Final Boss wins the game. They win the match. They win the championship here in Chicago.
Captain Clutch shows up at the end. That's what we said we needed to see, and we saw it. Naden never said die, though. You got to give him props. Good job on his part for not giving up.
Still, Final Boss taken to the mat by some 16 and 17-year-olds. They do prevail 6-4 and win the championship, but boy, gotta hand it to Storm Ventures.
I gotta tell you, man, they showed us something here. I was impressed by this performance.
A replay of that final death, Walshy lobbing the grenade.
That's your captain right there. That's Mr. Clutch, ending the game. He's gotta feel good about that.
Ramby gets taken out, and statistically, Walshy, remember that last game, not too happy. He has a reason to smile after this one.
Yeah, without a doubt. You see here more kills than deaths. You always want to go positive on that side. But more importantly, 3 of the last 5 kills were his. Contributing at the end is what you need from your captain.
Also looking at the assists, every single one of Final Boss, double digits in assists. You mentioned teamwork and how important it was for this game.
There it is on the scoreboard.
Hey, coming up, the season point standings. Well, we know who's on top. Where's everybody else? We wrap things up from Chicago right after this.
The Boost Mobile Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. Powered by Xbox.
Welcome back to the Boost Mobile MLG Pro Circuit in what had become a much tighter match than people expected. Final Boss rises to the occasion yet again, taking out a very tough Storm Ventures squad, 6-4. This is the first time Final Boss has lost a game in a championship match since the 2005 National Championships when they faced Team Carbon. So, an amazing performance by Storm Ventures. What is the result of all this? Let's check out the season's point standings. Final Boss, with their 4th consecutive championship, now has 8,000 points. Team Carbon, thanks to Straight Rippin's season worst 7th place finish, takes over the number 2 spot with 5,800. And in the 4 spot is the surprising Storm Ventures with 4,260. The Scion Player of the Week for the Chicago tournament is Ryan Mendez, a.k.a. Ramby. Ramby's outstanding play and leadership propelled his team, Storm Ventures, to a 2nd place finish, their highest of the season. To learn more about this emerging pro, or to see how you can take part at an MLG event, go to www.mlgpro.com. It's crunch time as the regular season comes to a close in Orlando, Florida. Have the big 3 lost their grip atop the MLG, or can they prove this week was nothing more than a fluke? Also, team rosters must be locked. Which teams come back intact, and which teams have massive overhauls? Plus, Final Boss is undefeated. Can they finish the season a perfect 5-0?